Okay, and we're live.
Okay.
Only 20 minutes late. Technically 10.
Well, yeah. Yeah, 10, because we usually start 10 minutes late. Okay. Well, just a sec. Let's see here. I think I missed something here. That is up here. Okay, let's see. It goes up here with the reports. That's what I thought. Since we don't really have anyone here for reports, I think that's pretty much our report.
Okay.
And I can just give that. Let's start with, well, Frank can do this one. Treasurer report.
I was actually just trying to pull that up, so can you delay for a second on that?
We can do many things. Always the rest of the executive. Okay, perfect. Oops. All right, I'll just run through the executive team stuff. Which also requires you, but I think you know this one, membership status. How many members do we have currently?
The last count was 52, I believe.
Okay, I think that's right. Number 51. And then we got a new one yesterday or something like that. A couple days.
Yeah, the past couple days.
Awesome.
Which I would like to remark, that means that we are 3 members away from being
Break even, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I kind of figured that would pick up here when I got one. Yeah. Event summary.
That's further down. Continuing to add programs to calendar. Josh did a great job with program plan for welding. Wes is working on woodworking. Committee still needs to decide how the presenter fees will be divided between the presenter and the club, and how we're going to deal with rights to the curriculum.
Okay.
There's a fundraiser coming up that I've requested for April 27th. It could only be on Thursdays. It's the sushi dinner where we get part of the 33% of everything they make comes back to us. I requested April 27th, and then I just have to wait for it to be approved. If I don't hear back in a week, then it has not been approved.
Interesting. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that sounds like it would be fun. And hopefully we get that. Were there any other dates available?
They were all Thursdays. It went all the way through the summer. It was as far as I went looking at dates. They were all Thursdays.
It might be worth
Doing it again.
postponing a meeting and doing a Thursday, because I think that's more important.
Yeah.
You know, especially if by then we should be able to do the meetings mostly electronically. So I don't think it'd be much of a consequence missing one meeting.
Yeah.
I can do Treasury whenever you want to now.
Go ahead.
Okay, so for Treasury, the main 2 bits of information are that Mary is still working on the 2016 financials, and our reserve has gone from 6,000 to 5,286. So that is where we sit.
5,286.
Yes.
Okay.
Down from
Six.
6.
So yeah, we need to start making that up as soon as we start getting positive.
Yes.
Okay. We'll have to come up with a plan to do that, but all right, very good. All right, and I think I got these in the right order now. So those are all the fundraising things. So let's see, fundraiser, event summary, there we go. There. So event summary, there's that fundraiser, community programs. Is there anything else in events?
2 outside groups have contacted Austin about partnering for programs in the community someplace. I don't know anything about what groups they are or what they want. He's going to get back to them as soon as possible because one of them, it's already been a week and he hasn't been in touch. So as soon as he can, he's going to do that.
Okay.
The library deadline for 2018 is coming up really quick. We haven't really put anything together at all. My boss just told me that they've moved the deadline ahead for me to get it to her. So that's going to be the middle of May instead of June 1st. So if we're not done until April 1st putting things together, then that only gives me 2 weeks to get everything to her. So.
Okay.
A+ is coming up at the library this week. Ninjas will speak in May, and then there's 3 more programs in June, July, and August. Jason Toberman is putting together a mentoring information session to try to get people to volunteer to be mentors for new members coming in, show them around, get them started on their projects, introduce them to people, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, very good. All right, equipment and facility. I'll go with Teal if you've got anything to add, Teal. I know there's a couple pieces of equipment.
I just based that off. There have been new equipment notices on Facebook, so.
Yeah. Takes him a minute to unmute.
Looks like he's fighting with the phone too.
You
Hello,
guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Equipment report. We've got new pieces of equipment for the to try to upgrade that as quickly as possible to full blown. We were not able to get anywhere on TIG.
Well, not really.
And I've been rearranging quadrant 2 excessively to make a far better placement of everything there, trying to get cleaned up for fire marshal coming up next week, which one would hope I could get some help from the appropriate officers on that regard.
Yep, we'll address that definitely.
I went ahead and took care of all of the facility cardboard last night, down to about 5% left. So that's all been removed. And we're rearranging all of quadrant 2 if need be to be able to facilitate a far better thing. We definitely need to make some progress on the paint booth. If at all possible, that fire marshal inspection is probably going to have to address that. So we might want to get all that paint cleaned up in the near that's sticking out so that we can avoid having an issue with him next week. Other than that, unless you have any specific issues, I'll just keep it nice and brief.
All right, very good. Okay. So next item is videos just about finished.
Austin said that all it needed was the address put on the end of it. So
That was last night, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like it was basically done.
Okie dokie. Very good. So hopefully they can get that knocked out very good. Oh, vacant staff positions. Yeah, Frank was supposed to have an update on that.
The list. So we've got the volunteer coordinator for it now. I've got a handful of descriptions started for the other placements. That's where that's at.
Okay. So some progress, not done.
Yeah, basically.
That's probably good enough for now. All right. On to old business. I think we can take that one off. All right, status on the laser. The last month was the final status. So,
yep.
Status on the big CNC. Need to sort out connectors for the motors. I'd like to not just hardwire them, but that's the only thing. There's nothing really holding us up from finishing it. It's just electrical now.
Yeah, we've got all the parts.
All the parts, the wires are laying there. Hopefully this Sunday we can make some progress on that. So it should be done within a month or so if everybody can pull together and just get it done. All right, status on marketing business plans. Those have not gotten very far. Some small progress on the business plan. So I have started back up on my business plan since Andy was not able to work on that. And marketing plan will come after that, obviously, and hopefully I can engage with some marketing folks on that.
Should it be a business plan or a strategic plan or both?
It's probably, from my perspective, both. It's I called it a business plan because it's close enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was definitely some strategies outlaid in it on what we want to do, not just how we're going to do them. I mean, I never got to the how we're going doing, but the what we need to do, I think, is the strategy part, and that was pretty much all I proposed originally. T-shirts. What happened to that? Nobody knows. Okay. Couldn't afford them. That's what it was. Still can't afford them.
Yeah.
Got it. So once we're well positive, we'll deal with that.
Yeah.
Signage is the same way. Or actually, I want to keep that on there. Let's keep those both there. And then
Some of the other things that you took off, can you leave on? With maybe a note that we're not working on it, that then maybe they can be moved into Jira, just to have them there.
I don't think I removed anything that we weren't working on.
Okay, so all that stuff is in Jira,
Like what?
but like the T-shirts and outside sign.
Oh, I just put that back. What I was saying, I'm not going to delete that one because we actually need to keep that. But yeah, that again, that probably doesn't even need to be in this meeting, strictly speaking. I think it only is because it has money allocation at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. There. Yeah. All right. I think we can just say no broker. Oops, wrong one. So we can move on those two. And the status on that is Sterling. Okay. Director and operator insurance application. Were you able to get with Jason and figure that out?
I have not been able to get with Jason yet. No.
Yeah, he's been very busy lately. I have not looked with that as well. Okay, website enhancements.
I got a really generic email back from the account representative for Demco about their advanced calendar and room reservation software. I had, over the phone, I was given the impression that he wanted to come out and do a demo, but the email was pretty generic, so.
Okay. I don't know if it was that either, but yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. At least you got somebody to talk to.
And did you get a chance to look at SMF forums?
I haven't now. I'll try to do that this weekend.
You might be able to do things.
All right. Community approval process. Does that need to be here still?
Yes, because we don't have that yet. I haven't done any work on that. Have you? So
What's that gonna fall under? Is that under the volunteers? Is that under
That technically that's under the board, like as a whole.
Oh, okay, because the board approves the communities.
Exactly. So they need to come up with the process.
Yeah.
I thought there was a process.
The current process is just the board voting on it, but
There was forms to be submitted by a certain date, and there was a whole.
that was specifically for this first round. We need to come up with a reoccurring system a reoccurring application system.
Yeah, process. We need to
Yeah.
process.
Basically, we need to come up with a process.
Very good.
So,
We soon have software working to do that, I swear.
yeah.
Even make it into the flow chart. Okay.
In progress.
Okay. Cyberia commercial thing is in here too. I guess we could. Awaiting credits.
Yeah.
Basically. Credits. Still need a list of W-9s for everybody.
Yeah.
That's the teacher.
I still do not have all the ones that are necessary.
Okay. Well, maybe we can start.
Yeah.
Just going to those people and asking them.
Events should put that together, I would think.
Is that?
Events.
I can take it over as treasurer. No problem. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it events. Make it so. That's all I can say. All right. You want to add a note for that one?
yeah, treasurer will work on.
Discussion of Cyberia focus from practical standpoint. Is that still relevant? I don't think so.
What was that?
That was a note that we had a discussion. Okay. That was just a note at the end of the agenda that
Oh, okay.
said that we had a discussion, so it's recorded somewhere there. Gotcha. So I didn't receive any new business this month. Does anybody have any right now? Okay.
No.
Well, then I guess we can. Somebody like make a motion? We end this thing.
Real quick, just to make sure. Teal, you don't have any new business?
Not that I'm aware of. Every time he's asking something, I'm
Okay.
Very good.
All right, so I make a motion that we end the meeting.
Second.
Sure.
All right. We have a second. Oh, motion carries.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the broadcast and we'll close out.
Bye bye. See you later, Teal.
See you, Teal.